Challenge bring, make we chop small. Delight Cocoa.
Delight Cocoa, the authentic, original taste of African porridge. Available in all African and Caribbean shops. Delight Cocoa.
Funding wallets on TapTapSend. Step 1. Click on Create Ghana Cedi Wallets below when you open the app. Step 2. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 3. Click on the Confirm and Fund wallet below to confirm. Step 4. Your wallet has been successfully funded. Step 5. Enter amount of your choice in Ghana Cedis. Step 6. Select or add new recipient. Step 7. Choose wallet as payment method. Step 8. Click on the Pay with Wallet below to confirm. Step 9. Your transaction is successful.
She has a plan, a secret mission filled by gratitude and affection. She chooses her mother's favorite breakfast. Delight Foods, House Cocoa, a harmonious blend of flavors crafted with care and devotion. The taste of tradition and comfort. In that moment, their connection deepens, a bond strengthened by a shared experience. Delight Foods, House of Cocoa, a delicious breakfast made with care and love in just 2 minutes.
Living in Ghana, abroad, a first-timer visiting Ghana, or a company wondering where to get quality service providers in Ghana for any job? Then Ejumapa On Demand Services is here to assist you. Ejumapa On Demand Services connect requesters and service providers such as masons, plumbers, electricians, auto repairers, home and office cleaners, trash collectors, rent agents, spa attendants, roofers, beauticians, teachers, CCTV installers, and all artisans on one platform. Yes, one platform. Trust Ejumapa On Demand Services to sort you out any day, anywhere, and at any time. To download the app, please visit the App Store and Play Store or visit our website www.ejumapa.com.
Thank God it's Friday. We are from Mama about SBTV Africa. So I think I'll be joining there live on YouTube channel SBTV Africa, and as you streaming live on a Facebook page SBTV Africa. Fridays, we are on some lawyer wisdom, Akao Wiseman solicitors, straight from UK headquarters, London. Menene basho so live. Nene, hey, Matadeo. Or the updates in breaking immigration matters. The ECOS UK. What about UK? What UK? Issues bebre wo on tiasie. Uhia lawyer wisdom Akao obinfo. O day form pa nti say afino we boy channel no so first time o de making sure so questions be obso obisa na o de be bantem say na be ya o be answer won any question be a kire wadwin ya so de fabra lawyer be answer ask lawyer wisdom Akao day form rough obisa na obeyi wa no sa so mo amhwe yesra mo share link no o share o YouTuber share link no for comment bra share ma onu abi o share o Facebook so follow yen share Mauni ebi. Yanko straight na mene lawyer wisdom Akao. Emra show no so. Lawyer iPhone.
DJ my phone iPhone.
My phone. Boko there.
Adumo meni I won't swear.
Yes, we are pa. Now see then echo. See another one bad there. Wise man solid and about late. Nanka say your time na pa unka crack say 10-15 minutes. Yamboni to what bad there yen check ra.
Yo, yeah, that's it. At your phone, so yeah, that obviously, na your mama. Good evening and happy weekend. Young I what UK had a happy bank holiday weekend because Monday no a bank holiday for us. In other words, young Juma a holiday for us. You know, be there. You remember Juma, but in general, it's a bank holiday, so offices will not be working. Some offices will not be working. Auntie, I wish you all a happy bank holiday weekend. Thank you. And all, yeah, here from all across the world, we just want to say good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on which part of the world you are watching us from. Good day, Ian Kanisa. Yeah, DJ, it's a bit of updates. Yenina yenim ana yemu bebre yetie no yenim say UK government ne pass the bill at the time say abaye law say di omo a omo pe asylum omo ama backroom ha say omo pese omo tuna krom ha based on asylum no ye di omo ko Rwanda. Until last week, okay, said some person me call Rwanda. And come if me chrome no me call Rwanda straight. Member UK hands on yet me akọ Rwanda. And don't say obviously almost the government wanted to do that and then I'm challenging one. Different organizations took it up, challenged them. Eventually they lost in the court and Supreme Court eventually again Oma Kofa Echi sa Parliament, Oma yes the conservative government, they are intended on taking people to the Rwanda, and the Prime Minister Rishi Sunak is bent on doing that. That people be taken to Rwanda as, of course, a way of immigration control, and the intention is to prevent the small boats no air to prevent them or to discourage them from coming because unim says they are going to take you to Rwanda, and therefore, in order not to go to Rwanda, you want to not to come here, risk your life and come here at all to seek asylum. And to know yeah, the major objective in here, Amudisa Rwanda bill no ebaya, as I say in Abaye law. But let me just give a bit of background as to what asylum is all about. Now, sir, obi epese oseki asylum, I tell say odwane fibibi ho ewo ekura na owo so no. Ebi ono ankasa ni krom ana okofo bi so na odwane fibibi ho ewo ho edi aba UK ha. Now, based on anonti waba se ope, baby a friend baby a friend say a shelter and a crab baby they will be safe. Now, waba krom ha. There are, I think, 4 or 5 bases on which Obi me are claiming asylum. First one here, political, not in any particular order, but political persecution. Sir, ebia a corona was no, sir, a kun esiho, and now we are political an activist now because of your political affiliation. The party now, our government now, epese omukun and now omuhwehwe ayo boni bia now, with me, Johnny, with Johnny now, then that falls under the political persecution. Now, with me, and also now with the aye, a secure asylum. The second one, no, yeah, it could be racial, race is also a basis on which with media secure asylum. Eh, we are obi bini or obroni probi chrome and a omo a con a before sa chronomono, with me, Johnny, if you crop sa chrono upper UK ha, do you could have and then also because of your race and you were being victimized or you were being targeted or being persecuted in that country because of your race into which you not about UK and that is number 2 the race. So the first one we can say political and then race. The next one here religious. One religious sect or one religious belief is fighting against the other religious belief. I mean, just mention any religious beliefs. One is fighting the other, and because of that, you are not safe in that country. And then see what example. Christians are fighting Muslims, or Muslims are fighting Christians, and Christians are fighting traditionalists. Traditionalists are fighting Muslims, etc., etc. In Ghana, for instance, we coexist peacefully. Muslims and Christians and traditionalists, we all coexist peacefully. And ultimately, and kasa because of your religion, and awujani about UK about secure asylum. But it is a basis for claiming asylum in the UK. That is your religious belief. Because of your religious beliefs, you become a target and you are being persecuted in that country. That could be a ground for claiming asylum. Then ufiwa yebeba sexuality and our sexual orientation. Ebia we are gay, and our lesbian, ewo kra so. Example, Ghana say it is not acceptable in that country. And because of a not nasa, obi etimi dwane ebe kroma no say because of the sexual orientation inti na ye persecuting ewo Ghana ho a anakra office based on persecution because of the sexual orientation inti or backroom about me seek asylum. But you see, even if you come to seek asylum based on sexual orientation, if you're gay and or you're lesbian, and nothing away joining about chroma has so open, baby, you will hide, you'll be safe. No, and no pono, and yes, I want look at can I would the air cancer me say, and I'm say, and nothing that made never evidence benna a woho, a beer, wet me actually say, na neighborhood now one, na on them set sana we na omumpe, and nonti a beer, boys be and girls be actual. And area police report ɛwɔ hɔ and area about newspaper mumpo based on I don't know now bet me jina so they are claiming asylum. But no is all down to the government wo krom ha no sɛ ɔmbɛgye atum sɛ nea woka no ɛyampa ana ɛnyampa. And then the other one is anything that endangers your life. Of course, there is a wide range and sɛ biribi pɔtɛn bi wɔ hɔ nti a wontumi ɛntena wo kuro no mu ɛno nti na wodwane ba kurom ha sɛ wopɛ asylum a ɛno nso wobɛtumi gyina so na wode asɛke asylum wɔ kurom ha. Nanso yɛ government ni sɛ asylum fo abɛdɔɔso ɛna bi nso de boat ne ba nti yɛmpɛ asylum fo wɔ kurom ha ɛnti yɛnyɛ responsibility asɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ asylum for no yɛma krataa no yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ saa responsibility nti we are pushing that responsibility to another country to hold it for us. It's pretty disturbing. Sɛ adeɛ a papa nka yɛagye but ɛyɛ bɔne deɛ yɛapia de akɔ ɛprɔfoforɔ bi so nti yɛsɛ Rwanda wobɛsiki asylum wɔ kurom ha yɛde wo kɔ Rwanda ne akɔ process wɔ hɔ sɛ yɛgye tom sɛ nea woka no yɛmpa a ne yɛma krataa no a ansa na wotumi aba kurom ha. And organizations be the court said they be homo UK yenye ni sa nyamuka no entaso monti se obi aba krom ha se obeseki asylum na odwane bibi ho a ensasa odi ne kokro foforo bi so ansa na wako process na odi na aba krom ha ana government no fa echi also omokoye omumra sa omasa je atumu o parliament se ampa asese yedi amanfo eko Rwanda. Now, I think a few days ago, it is said Obi voluntarily the first person to return to Rwanda. It was in the news, big news that Obi to Rwanda. Of course, you can say it is just for to hype the news because any omomudi boat nibano, and your movie in our cop. And you'll be our siki asylum okrum had it down. And our no or sit what to say overcall. It's just like sometimes for the news. Now, Prime Minister Kase, there will be constant and regular flights to Rwanda. And young start here, but organizations be a friend of FDA Union. The FDA Union, which represents senior civil servants and public service professionals, almost announced saying they have begun a legal challenge over the safety of Rwanda Asylum and Immigration Act. Now, Sankrofwe, the senior civil servants and public service professionals, and they have to be compliant with international rules, international laws. But government say obi koye decision bia ni engu international rules ne so te say nea enhu hwe sa and say David yen no ya sadie ni say ye be decision bia ese say ye hwe say ye di emra no so enti wo gov aban no ntime nka ntre yen say yen bu ye ne engu so na yen fa enkrofo enko Rwanda and nonti the challenge has started almost started the challenge to the courts. I mean, the view of your friend of pre-action protocol. Pre-action protocol just say so person will be a court a judicial review. As a so man notice say near why and ni emramon to me person me do court and to sign kosher umra no mubium. Sign kosher emra no mubium. So one share ni ye and once someone being any me do court. And yes, sir. Oh, sorry, and perfume then with their court. As a woman, pan notice, me percent me do court. nea waka ana nea waye sɛ wobɛtumi asesa wadwen a ɛneɛ ɛnhia sɛ yɛbɛkɔ court nanso nea wogyina na wogyina a ɛneɛ mema 14 days ma me mmuaeɛ sɛ wontumi ama me mmuaeɛ papa a ɛneɛ mede wobɛkɔ court ɛnti they have started the pre-action protocol challenging the safety of the Rwanda policy sent on behalf of Asylum Aid. Asylum Aid, and direct is the two organizations now, as started to say. First one here, FDA, that is the Senior Civil Servants and Public Service Professionals, as started procedure to challenge the Rwanda Act. And can say, as per political report in January, the government has told civil servants that if a minister tells them they must ignore Rule 39 orders from the European Court of Human Rights. A Rule 39 order issued by a court prevented the first deportation flight to Rwanda in June 2022. And Tinia, Omujina Suni said, government says minister be to me if a minister tells them to say minister ekachom say mombo mani engu emra wezu a ene mombo manu engu so na mpanyimfo no say dey bi ekuro ayewom so no emra no ye adwuma wo nipa ba ko ntime nka ntere say yembo ye ne engu emra no so na yenye ne yepe. I don't think they are challenging what the minister could say or what that clause says in the act. So very interesting days, very interesting developments. Afena started, Afena, when Ankasa started. Once I work out now, we are just home office, but me it will be acco and now on to me enko. So very interesting. Recently, I think a couple of days ago, and a home office for a call baby, a call chichi for the brace, a diomu call BBs, I think where they are putting the asylum seekers. And abrofo, people abrofo. Said they be peninsula. So that is the objectivity in this country. Obroni, bravo bebre say they be niamu yano any emramo. And yes, me obroni nti me yonko broni kasam nti me di ne okano sana ya o they be. The objective reasoning arguments and and ko blockade coach say ma emfa obia enko da kwan the court couldn't go. That is the extent to which this asylum thing, this Rwanda matter is going to go. And see, that is for the FDA union challenging the legality of the Rwanda Act. And then also, their purpose is, or their objective is, it conflicts with the civil servant's duty to act lawfully. The civil servant have the duty to act lawfully. As I said, with the emraso. But what government, who catch them say, they should ignore or they should behave or act as if that law is non-existent. Almost say that is being unlawful and take a ma and yet and nothing about the case now at the court. So we are waiting to see how it develops. The Civil Service Code is not merely a professional code, it is backed by statute and therefore conveys on civil servants a legal obligation to follow it. Legal obligation to follow the Civil Service Code. The Civil Service Code. And therefore, government or any minister cannot tell them to just ignore the rules as it is and do whatever they please. Interesting. Very, very, very interesting. That is the beauty of this country. The law works. The law works. That is the beauty of this country. So again, pre-action letter challenging the safety of the Rwanda policy sent on behalf of Asylum Aid. Now, Day has instructed by Asylum Aid has today sent a pre-action letter challenging the lawfulness of certain aspects of the safety of Rwanda guidance, and which was published on Monday, 29 April 2024. The pre-action is being shared widely, and of course, another organization, Day, almost challenging the Home Office on the legality of the Asylum Rwanda Act. So, all in all, Very, very interesting developments coming up. Yɛbɛhwɛ sɛnea ɛbɛkɔ no. Megye di sɛ biribi akɔ yie a ɛbɛ delay the process for a very, very long time, possibly till say yɛbɛkɔ into elections and beyond. Ɛno nti obi ɛka ɛkyerɛ me last time sɛ hwɛ w'asetenam na to abapa ɛwɔ kuro wɔ mu nso saa na yɛbɛka no. Wɔahwɛ w'asetenam hwɛ sɛ wopɛ sɛ wokɔ Rwanda a ɛne to aba wɔ ho. Wompɛ sɛ wokɔ Rwanda nso a ɛne hwɛ w'asetenam na to aba ɛwɔ ho. Nti wankasa nkasa hwɛ ɛhwɛ baabi a wogyina ansa na wayɛ decision sɛ yɛkɔ akɔto aba a sɛ wowɔ asetena a na wobɛtumi ato aba a ɛneɛ hwɛ baabi a yɛgyina deɛ wo nuanom gyina na watumi ahwɛ ansa na wayɛ watu aba. So that is for our information. So DJ, briefly, that is what it is. And then I'll go on to the main topic. So questions we or what may answer. But I have also received some questions here, very, very important questions I'll take my time to go through it before the main questions are. I'm a tier for Ebisano, Ebeba. Number one, Yami Pesa Meka was near Makada, Nansumasan Kibium. Yen documents are yedi efi Ghana Ebano. Problem edasu ewo home. Problems edasu ewo home. I don't see na home office, na entry clearance officers no way na bibi kete so na omodi a refuse application. So that is idea the person make ho assembly. Number one, birth certificates. I don't know my treatise our topic either, but I want to do it again. Until be a one thing the first time now. As I said this time, you pay attention to it. Birth certificates. Ghana, your old birth certificate and you the new style. The new one here, the digital one, the biometric one. And no say, oh, kwaji, o passport. Just say, oh, the biometric birth certificate, niko ansana. What to me, akwa bones. Ansana on the Ghana passport in every month. Now, a bit were old ones, no. Ansana, the new ones in ever. Now, say, oh, old one, impo. Now, per se, would go passport as a set would the new one no echo any old one in echo into umbeji the old one no atuho na new one epe and I would do back. The problem I am facing is that there are some serial numbers our old one so and there are new serial numbers on the new one so set wo percent and now person would do uba eba krum ha na se ebia wo person obey DNA into percent would the old birth certificate, HSA or Yoruba. Any new birth certificate, HSA, and no now the Koji passport, Ebumwa. And you make sure that the serial number now, our old one is no, and no one ever reflected our new one so. Because near entry no mono, it is that reference number in the entry that is being repeated on the new birth certificate. Near you want to say a lot of times about a lot of times, serial number now, the old birth certificate, and then the new one, they are totally different. A basa, not home office case workers, say, engine this say, Abufrano, first of all, or your back, and secondly, engine this say, Abufrano Fiano, sa na wedi. The ABR, we Bruce and Fiano, and Waka Tisu above them. I don't think I would new birth certificate now, but one for old one, and all the old one. Date no was so my Eddie Kanwa, almost serial number no, and match it. And yes, Remo said, who present the old birth certificate no, any new one no, if I bomb the application via, and make sure set the serial number on the old one matches the serial number on the new one, or the new one matches what is on the old one. And this a top will be a new case worker be anyone, or compare the two, now share the serial numbers that among them say, I'm part a one. A birth certificate yana omo aye fufuro the new one no at the amount. But they won't pack the problem with the birth certificates, the old one and the new one. And you wait me aye DNA. We are DNA and no a baby sa problem no edi efiho. Now that is very important. So that is one we should take note of. The serial numbers on the birth certificates. If you are using the old and the new and you are putting them together in the same application, then make sure the serial numbers now old one no and the new one is no the same. And yes, sir, omegina and so normally a refuse application. I know one. Number two, spellings of names in the passport and also on the birth certificates. I have seen it time and again. Sometimes a thing na what birth certificate no, so no, particularly the old birth certificate no, so any new one so no, they don't match. Ebia na our middle name be old one no so. Yakoye new one no, na ye yi sa middle name no, efim. And so what did this old birth certificate and the new birth certificate one year DNA and I would the application na. Almost say sir, usha old one na ebia ya choso akosia ya mensa. Usha new one na omo akosia mensa. Na ya no eni ho. Na mo gina so aka say wo fill the application form no. Ye bisa wo say why use edi fufuro bi da ana wo si deebi. Na nso birth certificate na wo di aba no e kire say ya bi wo wo dem mu enti enye wo a enti wo di false document aba. Na mo gina eno so na mo dey refuse application. Nti yesre mo say betumi a say birth certificate no ya and the wo akosia ya mensa na wo old one as well. No person we are the same repetition on the new one now. Let it be the same. So o person we didn't be film one. Fine, ubetumi aye. But in that case, I would advise that men cover the old birth certificate now and backup the new one now. And now they come home now we application. You be so say, have you used another birth certificate another name before? And so okay, yes. Now the old one is no. With the share form so now actually say ampa one I will use this hard day no and I want so and I will use it the new one no. DJ.
Okay, lawyer. So, me person also just continue with questions. I unya any idea. Then we are near the main for comments no questions now, but now I answer the preko. Me best ever call back and for the also will be a be send no questions be na. So now also will be a better okay.
Na questions we will have a person me answer.
And in person will tackle with our questions. No, we are. Omo share live. Ask lawyer wisdom akao any question me see bisa no lawyer see bisa the question na yes
Sir,
lawyer yes o dey bisa the question be a chiro wadwen bi so o dey bisa no comment section or type what time ni do a me de ni nyina beba nti me delay and also on sheda nche nti lawyer over to you nti me ba mu bie mu na just me the questions na ba nti over to you
mama we birth certificate 1 or 2 na I
go to over to you me jama
me that say
me be man me the questions need to board so amount over to you.
Thank you. Right, so serial numbers now I've talked about it, and the spelling of the names also very important. The next one here, the parents' names. Bia na papa bidding ne work, papa didn't work birth certificate that and so. What new birth certificate? A divu from our so. And also sa ukobo humusio na sa the old birth certificate no any new one no ekobom na a different names of your parents are. It can create all kinds of difficulties for you. So please, as much as we can, let's try to avoid these difficulties. The next one here, with regards to death certificate, and also then I go to the questions. The death certificate needs say one. My who death certificate are the cause of death. Adia ko nipa no na any so na any death certificate ni so. Yes, sir. So the death certificate every application via bomoding say what the death certificate to a hospital by all means omudi the cause of death ever share so omo nemo a omo akoye autopsy no omo nemo omo to say cause of death unknown and also it's also acceptable provided the doctors have done all that they have to do and it comes up that the cause is not known omo the share society of course the home office cannot challenge it but omo just have blanks then that creates problems for you and for everybody else. So cause of death must always be put on the death certificate. And then the informant, nipa na ɔde nipa ni kɔ hospital no ansa na ɔkɔ film no ana ofim wɔ fie no hina na de ni kɔ the body ni kɔ yɛ no the informant must also be on the death certificate my own death certificate bia there was no informant meanwhile yɛ sɛ nipa no ɔwɔ hospital another one is nipa no wɔ fie na yɛ de ni kɔ hospital for the doctor to certify the death there was no evidence I just say ampa saa kofi yaw anamansa na de nipa ni kɔ nti bibi saa momienya the informant as well. And I've talked about the doctor, and of course, the doctor now or certified death. No, every death is certified by a doctor if the patient passes away in the hospital. I am very certain. Sir, oh, fear, anybody feel fear is a different matter, but if you move a hospital, there must be a medical doctor. Overcast, minama certified, sir, pay with film. Medical doctor who certified says any pay film. But my whole death certificates beer, there was nobody or can't say or no, there was no name of the doctor or certified the death. No. These are little errors problems kakra what your birth certificate, your death certificate, your marriage certificate so na case workers na ejina so now they are refusing applications. And nothing I made the to just say so person your application ma wo ba so person your application ma wo nua ana wo papa wo maame na obekrum ha na obehia birth certificate and any other document to prove say or your unipa and now you're related to you make sure say the documents are genuine that is one and two they contain all the right information and sana with your corporate application. One last thing I want some and then I go to the question is this. I know here with regards to medical records, sir, bia wo krom ha ana wo nipa bi wo Ghana person ordinary based on the medical situation in ana wo gi medical records bi wo Ghana about wo ba, wo papa, wo mame, wo nua bi na wo application ama no sir obeba krom ha based on the medical situation. As a sir, report no must be from a recognized medical institution. And yes, sir, ukwa G letter nefi a kwanche baby. Sir, you call online yen wom and I say yes small be call home poor office anyhow. It creates all kinds of difficulties. And some letter no must be on the headed paper, it must be on the letterhead of the hospital or of the clinic. And it must have a reference number. My whole letters here, there was no reference number, no reference numbers on the letter. And the assuming said, me friend hospital no, I'm not friend hospital and say, yeah, person check is that document genuine and evidence be anyhow. I just say, I'm na sure yeah. I don't see. And here say, sa letter C, ebenya reference numbers. If it is coming from the right source, then it must come with reference numbers. Okay. And also, it must have a date. Mehumbia, there was no date. And the date must be correct, not 2 years ago, not 3 years ago, or 5 years ago. And they must have the right date on the papers to show that this letter was issued by the doctor, etc., etc. And of course, make answer say nipa medical situation soon I would the application. Then as I said, letter no account the diagnosis, yari nipa yari, and then the prognosis, treatment at orgy, how long are this treatment for, and how long they are going to be under supervision or the frequency of, let's say, their review. And if it is going to base on these documents that would uba eba and would umami eba and papa eba, these letters must contain this information. And yes, sir, you will be putting yourself into very difficult situation. The application will be refused, and if it is refused, I've been out the court. With the court, so because of the doubts now, and what documents, listen, you may not be fortunate enough to have your appeal being successful. So please, this is just to inform you that there are issues with our documents in TSRamo. Some of the application via, as I said, would take all the correct information ɛkɔ ansana with the application. Questions are me one. Is that what are my rights as a non-citizen if the police stop me in traffic or comes to my house? Obi besides say, I think this question was asked some time ago, but he has sent it again. Sir, police for Ediname. To say government CNCD asylum for Eddie Rwanda. Me so many asitna, me wo kro we mu. Eje na me say police for Ediname wo kwan mu a, and immigration for Ediname a, ejen na me what are my rights? What are my rights? First of all, sir, if the police, and immigration for they have to tell you why they stopped you. They must tell you the reason they have stopped you. And then start asking questions. You have to know the reasons why you were stopped. And you must be bold enough to ask questions. Remember, sir, Nipa. They are not from another planet. They are the same as you and I. The only difference is that almost a uniform. So be bold enough, be confident, ask them questions politely, and they will respond to your questions. And see, as I said, let them tell you that. Number two, so I won't be some questions here. I want to enforce you say, you cannot be forced to respond to their questions. So if you don't want to answer the questions, you don't answer the questions. Don't be intimidated. Emma omo ehun bi enhye wo mu. Emma wonko kan ne a ensese wo ka. Me hu bi on different occasions. Nipa no ebedu train station na immigration for wo. And one thing led to another, one thing led to another. I will be asking questions. Or kasa bebre. Eventually, I will call detention center. And I'm catching say, can you credit today? Who can you credit today? Yabba, I'm on your crowd. I will come her. Papa, obie na no. Okeka can send p. Near one car, and one soon on Mutnaye. Eddie has some call quarter. If you come her. And sometimes they will trick you. It's red herring. They will trick you. Some questions are trick questions, just to get you digging deeper for yourself. And if you are not comfortable, Kacham said, you want a solicitor, you want a lawyer before you answer any questions. They cannot force you to respond to any questions at all. So bear that in mind. I want to make enforce you to answer any question. And my woman and that also can you credit train na young mo krata, mo hwe, mo pesa obekasa, ukasa wia, ne wa waka no and one on medina su, edi abu a time ma omodu efikrom ha, edi ako. The other day, obi mama so te say, near ordinary ba krom ha no. Ọno anso na ekofa na chi ekotwuku no ewo na adwuma mu enti ọno anso na di one fikesimfo no eba adwuma mu ho. I mean, why would you do that? And ọno nso say, well, so what to me aye me sa and me nso ne ewo mu no me nso meka enti o si wa na wodi me baaye nso say me ye adwuma sika no waji. So my brother is slavery. My brother is slavery. My brother is modern day slave. And see, I'm saying some, and I'm say, okay, cop, but yeah, brah, very reporting. So these are the problems. So police for back, immigration for back, fear, and now with you, baby, and almost stop you, baby. You are not under any compulsion to speak because Niobe Kano and one of them use it against you. And see, ask for a lawyer. Ask for a legal representative before you respond to any question at all. Now, they may give you a duty solicitor or government lawyer. Now, this is what happens. Sometimes, say, what do you call police station? And now, what do you call detention center? Lawyers, you duty solicitors, mostly at the police stations. Ebinom say oh David wey dey your aban lawyer. Aban lawyer no dey only aban no ebeye baako na omo yi me fi kroma. David, lawyers have the duty to act in the best interest of their clients. Say or representative wa enye ono ni government na eye dwuma. Say government no metua ne po a enye ono na oye dwuma ma enye government na oye dwuma ma nti obo represent you to the best of his ability, and your best interest is in is what he has to act in. The newo no ebe yama wo no wo mra kwanso no ɛhɔ no na obegyina edi aye argument ama wo. Enye so ya aban lawyer nti ono no oni ani aban no ebe ye baako na omodu asem no edi agu so. Yenye ne sa. Lawyers are not supposed to do that, and they don't do that. And to somebody duty solicitor mawa and yeah, any crime one. So they may give you a duty solicitor or government lawyer, any from government lawyer, ban lawyer. So that is that. The next one is you may be detained at the detention center and then a bail application will be made for you. Sir, I'm gonna be some questions. Now I'm on when you now one yawa, make me do work for detention center. Somebody will call detention center where they can process your case. Now I'm sure say so I'm jawa, I'm jawa. So I'm on jawa swa, but to me, I'm a lawyer. I a bail application amount say I'm on jawa, I'm on you fee, sa detention center. So and also your idea over to me aka. And the American is from question now BBC you say, what are my rights as a non-citizen if the police stop me in traffic or comes to my home or to my workplace? That is the response of Medi Emma. If you have a family, child, etc., the police for no stop you and immigration for stop you. And a police for stop you, normally you come immigration for. Mostly it's a local police station where I'm for immigration for a interview. Na sa unia sitina na sa uwa yiri ana uwa ba ana uwa kunwa and you quickly bombarding sa the application ebetum whilst you are fighting the case. In other words, so the application to more ubaya standard application and on a check if you go 12 months ago I want to make you our detention center for 12 months or more. Wow, sir, case near consulting. Usually, I'm gonna release you. Then, of course, over to me, actual case no so with the Home Office because Uoba and now we and now we couldn't originally so now their year application. And the first thing is, sir, immigration stops you, police stop you, hand you over to immigration. So Uoba, let them know. Catch them say, me Uoba, me Uoma, I'm in a relationship. Me yiri British and I'm here indefinite leave and I'm here ba nti one family unit based on a no they would assess your case. One who say you have a case and mostly on the jar and on catch say application. So that is something you have to take note of. So who are in any sort of relationship quickly your application. Now of course with me at not Krumha. So those are the questions those are the answers to the question that will be Ebisa, you know. So the next question will be Eddie Bremy here. Yes. I'll say what do I do? What do I need to do if I visit the UK as a working holiday maker, or go there for training and decide to stay on? I'll say what do I do if I visit the UK as a working holiday maker, or I go there for training and decide to stay? Or besides say oba UK ha say oba for holiday, working holiday worker, if you oba be yejuma na and now oba for some kind of training. What about do here no or say on san enko biom no? E den na esese oye. That is the question now. Or bisa e den na obatumi aye na wanya sit na ewo ekrom ha. Right. So ubaye with visa as a working holiday maker or as for any particular training program, either for maybe company and as I know how we do have also one person could be one. As I said, we share options are with me so yeah, because option number one, 20 years long residence, 20 years long residence, option number one. Upa with me for 20 years and sana wanya wasitna but 20 years no so as I would say you have been here for every single year of the 20 years. And yes, what na we need evidence, we need share, we need to what na kroma for 20 years. We understand you can't prove your case. You can't prove your case. So you must have evidence. I bet you say, you've been in the UK for 20 years. That is for your information. Number 2, say, uwa ubet me application under Appendix FM Section LTRPT of the immigration rules because uwa be a ubano British citizen because ni maame anani papa British citizen. You make me for ubano so now one year assistant. And that application will be under Appendix FM Section LTRPT with reference to EX1 because of Ubano. And because it will be unreasonable, say, Ewekacha Abufrano say, Ofi Kromha. Abufrano, Ahani Awono, Ahani Watna, Abia more than 7 years old, etc., etc., or Nadam Fufu, Uko school, the medical needs be Bia Ewo Kromha, as I said, Utsina Kromha na Ushe, Uma. Now I'm saying sometimes because of the absence of a father figure in the child's life, all kinds of behavioral issues arise. And it is always in the best interest of Abufrana say Papano and Mameno Bewoho, normal raise Abufrana together. That will be very, very good. And don't say make an application. Say bar, make that. Say when bar, not say in a relationship, not say no, we no bar. And also what made so now application under Appendix FM Section LTRP. Partner and they are different from parents. Parents are uba. Partner are uyiri. And now who can phone their application. That is that. And see, application based on who can phone any or no ban. Abufana will step child. Abia will school. Who now didn't go school. GP within when say you are the emergency contact, and based on that, deep involvement in Abufrane life. On that basis, of course, as I said, we have application what's not a Kromha. Then say there is some provision of Abufra between 0 to 7 years. So with this 7 years, I will Kromha. Now we're under 18 years. Of course, I'm running under Appendix PL no. Your application amano. So you want to Chrome hang one year. Your application for indefinite leave to remain. So you want to Chrome hang indefinite leave to remain application at the amano. But who didn't fee outside and a buyer, then as I said, we have application for limited leave to remain, and near 2.5 years limited leave to remain. Emma Abufrano. So that is also an option. What about Kromha? If you only ma aba 7 years at chum, 7 years ni chum no, 1% over 7 years at chum. Ubanenti because we ba already 7 years of Kromha nti. Wo any woman, any busiafo nyina aka nyina na. Bet me gina sabo fra na already 7 years of Kromha so no. Na mo dianya wasitina e wo Kromha. Anasa nipa dey between 18 to 25 years. Now we now have for half of their age or half of their life. So what made you so now their application. And today be a wubano now what the let's say 11 years. Woody Uban, would you bye with 11 years. After by the time already 22 natures already half of the life it will come Sabu Frano, wet me application, Amano, Napa Panso, wet me application, Amano, but Papa bet me application, and my bet me application, the child should still be under 18 before you can make the application. Once I went first one, no, whilst Abufrania under 18, bet me at so 18 or 22, 20, everything crap, you can still carry on in that progression until say Mobenya indefinite leave to remain. And the last section under this one is bet me at Nakum have for 20 years. If you are more than 24 years old, as I said, with Nakum have for 20 years and sana wet mianya was sitting ewo ekromha. Yes, so that is for your information. Another question I got is Obibisa said, is there any place for people to learn more about the UK immigration rules? Sir Obibisa said, ehena obetumi asua UK immigration rules sɛ ne yɛba a yɛka ho asɛm yɛma information no ɔpɛ sɛ ɔho sɛ bebi wɔ hɔ a obetumi asua UK immigration rules no anaa. Yes, I think these questions I've responded to them in different ways over time, but today they've all been collated, so and they've all been put together for me. Different questions I've received from different sources. Also, is there a place for people to learn about the UK immigration rules? Yes. Yɛwɔ the Immigration Act, 1971. I know you're the first point of call. The Immigration Act of 1971. Wokɔ hɔ a mmara no wɔ hɔ. Nea wopɛ sɛ wohwehwɛ bia no, wobɛtumi akan na woati aseɛ. Na wotie aseɛ wie a, implementation no totally different. So make sure you understand it and then you apply it correctly. Understanding the English language, different from understanding the law. And uko kaya, sometimes A may not mean A in the law. And to make sure what kind, and you know what the A means before where application there. Why? Then the second place is the immigration rules. And so your immigration act, and your immigration rules. So wait me up for one so now I can you also can about MOFRA applications that now wait me ako kind of immigration rules no. If you have your policy guidance, policies no the Home Office always give policies about me so and about me kind and no it breaks down the English and it breaks down the understanding or the complexity of the acts and the rules no. Nti no almost run wo everyday language wait me kind na what you say nti I know the policy guidance no. And your case worker guidance notes and so those ones are policy guidance, case worker guidance notes no. Ning so a source wait me UK laws if it and then we have the Home Office website and also wait me ako kind ya upesa ukaino. And there are other websites such as the Immigration News and Updates. Wobɛtumi akɔ hɔ nso na wakɔ akɔkan nea ɛwɔ hɔ na wobɛtumi akɔ free movement and also area wobɛtumi aka and then of course wobɛtumi akɔ electronic immigration network and so it's a wide range of sources yɛtwe yɛ laws ne information ne nyinaa efi nti before obi bɛba sɛ ɔyɛ lawyer ɔne nea ɔreka no ɛkyerɛ sɛ ana is expected sɛ wɔnya the information from all these sources: the Act, the rules, the guidance, the Home Office website, immigration law news and updates, .gov.uk sites, free movement, electronic and immigration, workers site, etc., etc. Different sources, different information, the same information, different sources, different interpretations, different applications. Do the one, of course. Now wait to me. DJ, I think I'll take some questions so that I don't take all the time with answering these questions. We are still have about 4 more questions but I will just take the questions with the one. Thank you. Hello, Mr. Emmanuel Honam Azani. Hi. My friend is on COS visa, but he has gotten a girlfriend in the UK who has indefinite leave to remain, and she's pregnant for him. What can he do to change his stay in the UK? The COS doesn't give him a job. Okay, so COS now also the certificate of sponsorship now also say employer no and management not say no or in a relationship. The girlfriend no enyem and bia obewo as soon as obane wo obet to me application to switch from the current leave now or so no ediako ne bano so ne bano ene ne mame so but say a idea all bano so wadamfo no all bano or buy with a dependent or the dependent and a buyer and not only dependent and then you know bet me any say obet me agina ne bano so edia an application on dina abofra ne mame so because sir odi obi ana oni obi ne ba yɛ sɛ ɔmo yɛ awarefo a ansa na ɔbɛtumi aware obi foforɔ no gye sɛ wagu aware baako a wɔwɔ mu no ansa na wobɛtumi aware obi foforɔ. Ɛno nti sɛ ame nsi so biom ɔreba no ɔbaeɛ sɛ ɔyɛ dependent anaa ɔde dependent ka ne ho na ɛbaeɛ a ɛndeɛ nea ɛsɛ sɛ ɔyɛ ne sɛ relationship na break it down na ɔyɛ divorce a ɔbɛtumi aware ne girlfriend yi na watumi afa ne ba no so no ne maame so na wanya n'asetena. But sɛ ɔno nkwa ne baeɛ a ɛnneɛ na ɔne ɔbaa bi ne baeɛ a na wɔmpɛ sɛ ɔbɛgyae anaa wanyɛ aware no a ɛnneɛ ɔbɛtumi agyina ne ba no so, not abofra ne maame but ne ba no so na ɔde ayɛ application. It's possible. Yɛbɛma ne 2.5 years. After 2.5 years, so 5-year route ne so a because of asetena no nti ɔtwerɛ English language test na anaa ɔtwerɛ English language test no at level B, at level A2, I'm sorry, ɔbɛtumi aswitch straight to the 5-year route rather than the 10-year route in the so because of asetena nti ɔbɛtumi akɔ on the 5-year route straight away. Thank you. Canada must obey. Hi. Shalom, lawyer. Shalom to you too. My fiance has not been able to obtain a certificate of divorce after 7 years from his ex-wife. We have checked with the court in Ghana and nothing is on record. What can we do? Well, sir, if you want to obtain a divorce or you want to file a divorce petition, sir, ukra marriage certificate na ɛndeɛ sɛ adamfoɔ no wɔ kurom ha a ɔmo mmienu nyinaa wɔ kurom ha a na there is no evidence sɛ wɔayɛ divorce ɛwɔ Ghana, there is no record wɔ hɔ a ɛnneɛ ɔbɛtumi ahyɛ divorce n'ase wɔ kurom ha ɔbɛtumi ayɛ divorce no ɛwɔ kurom ha kurom ha no deɛ it goes pretty straightforward. ɔbɛtumi ayɛ divorce no ɛwɔ kurom ha a ɔno ɛbɛnya a pre absolute anaa divorce certificate ɛwɔ kurom ha. ɔbɛstarte biribi a ɛwɔ online ɔbɛtumi ayɛ paper one but paper one yɛ na it create a lot of problem nti ɔnyɛ online one no ɛnsɛ sɛ ɔma any reason for divorce ɛnsɛ sɛ ɔka mpo sɛ we've been separated for 1 year 2 years 5 years daabi anaa nipa no akɔbɔ dwaman anaa ɔntreat me yie. You don't have to add any of those. Nea ɔmo hia ne sɛ wo no wobɛka sɛ the relationship no I break it down beyond reconciliation and wo ne ɔbɛma no anaa ɔbaa no you can't come back together again as husband and wife. I don't think you want a divorce. Courts will give you divorce in the UK. Hi, Mr. Sego. What are alternatives to being denied settled status, being settled even after going for appeal under EU settlement scheme? What are the alternatives to being denied settled even after? Well, it's not very, very clear, but if I can try to make some meaning out of it, Professor just said, why a settled status application? Na yamfa ama wo a wodi akɔ court mpo na yamfa ama wo a ɛdeɛn na wobɛtumi ayɛ. Yeah, I know my boss so did out. Say what's that come for 20 years, sir? Go for the 20 years application appendix PL 20 years. Wobɛtumi gyina ɛdo so. The second one is that ɔba wobɛtumi afa ɔba no so ɛde ayɛ application. Sɛ wo ne ba na sɛ wowɔ another partner a ɔno ɛwɔ ba a wobɛtumi afa ɔno nso so na wode ayɛ application atena ɛkroma. Unfortunately, sɛ visa na wode baeɛ no ewu ɛna wɔayɛ EU settlement scheme application a wɔn mfa ma wo a ɛkyerɛ sɛ wowɔ kurom ha no wonni asetena. Nti sɛ woware obi a ɔwɔ asetena wɔ kurom ha mpo na sɛ ɛba ne mu a yɛbɛka kyerɛw sɛ san kɔ wo kurom kɔtena hɔ for 1 year ansa na woasan aba UK. So, long and short is you have to explore the other options. You can become a student because when you're sitting, you can become a care worker because when you're sitting. But of course, nothing stops you from the family route, spouse, if the spouse has a child or a parent, nothing stops you. And as there was serious medical situation, be more because of the seriousness of your medical situation, now government companies to say they will be able to, and now we application now muji tuma any omodi as it none evermore. And yes, I'm a tip I mean and I mean they are looking at serious, compelling medical compassionate circumstances. I know and a homo area. Joanna Asafo, hello. Joanna Osafo, I'm sorry, not Asafo, but Osafo, thank you. I want to know if main applicant has not been working with his or her company, but been working 20 hours, can he visit home and come back? His visa expires in two years' time. Well, these questions have come up from time to time. Over to me at Tukwan. Ne quality anything, but ne bano, I know and near summer. Sir Obedu Airport ha ebia Gatwick ana Heathrow na sir Home Office official start ebisa questions sir adwuma bɛ na woyɛ ɛhe na woyɛ adwuma yi time bɛ na wo start wokɔ fie kɔyɛ dan meɛmfrɛ employer na sɛ wote anyɛ yie a na sɛ wote nyɛ a anaa sɛ nyame anom wo a na Home Office no nipa no ɔse ɔkɔfrɛ employer no ebisa ne sɛ ampa wo ne ɔmo yɛ adwuma wɔ hɔ a na employer no ɛkɔka sɛ deebi wo ne ɔmo yɛ adwuma a ɛkyerɛ sɛ wanhwɛ a ɔmo ma wo ɛmma nsa bio ɛno nti na yɛ a me se akwantuo no deɛ sɛ ɛnyɛ life and death ɛnyɛ an emergency ɛnyɛ adeɛ a ɛhia sɛ wobɛwɔ hɔ a nka me deɛ mɛka sɛ ɛbɛyɛ a twɛn kakra na sort wo ho in terms of asetena ansa na watu kwan because kwan deɛ ɛnyɛ problem wetumi akɔ but wo ba no ɛhɔ no na issue no ɛwɔ so sɛ wo ne the main applicant is not working with the company that brought them or the company that employed them maminka sɛ it is dangerous for you to travel back home and come back. You might not be fortunate to meet a good person at the port of entry. Yes. Hello, Michael Hubert. I want to know if I can invite my stepson, who is more than 23 years. Her mom has passed away with a death certificate. Passed away with the death certificate? No, she can't take the death certificate away. But I'm sure you want to say that you have a death certificate. Has passed away with the death certificate. No. Okay, so what I believe is who a death certificate now, which is a nemame FM. Yes, you can invite your stepson. You can invite your stepson. I don't know how old your stepson is. So, or yeah, above 18 years, of course, over to me application amano to come and visit you. Or yeah, below 18 years, so of course, again, you can invite the child to come in. Now, what happens is, so obi a visit visa application, ya treaty our topic in so, a almost shemu say, uba sign ako, and they want to be sure that what uba sign ako. A na say sign ako. Or your student ana letter be no JP University no. Letter na kyerɛ sɛ ɔbɛsan aba but yɛn assessment a ɛhwɛ sɛ saa nipa yi ɔnyɛ ade a ɔkɔ a ɔbɛsan aba biom. So the Home Office and other case workers will make their own assessment before deciding this case. But as to the question whether or not wobɛtumi invite ne deɛ, the answer is yes. Wobɛtumi I invite him. Sir, or ye Juma, if you are not a sponsor the home, pay slips, bank statement, letter from employer, na their cat sad documentations in home, na their application at the amana. Hi, can I use my papers to adopt my stepson, who is 23 years and her mother has passed away? Oh yes, I think St. Hubert. Unfortunately, obi a ɔyɛ 23 years no ɔyɛ adult and wontumi adopt an adult ɛyɛ obi a ɔyɛ under 18 years pɛ ɛna wobɛtumi adopt no You can only adopt a child, not an adult. You can't adopt an adult, but you can adopt a child. 23 years is adult. Nti wontumi ne adopte wo stepson. Nana Kofi, is there any update on the dependents whose main applicants have not gotten job yet but want to travel outside the UK and return? Now, all dependents are afraid that immigration will deport them back to their country. Yes, it's a general problem, not just you. It's a general problem. Traveling out, I have just responded, say, yes, but you have to find, but you might not be lucky enough to come back. That is what I can say about, I don't know. Wopɛ sɛ ɔkɔ a, wopɛ sɛ opie a wobɛtumi apie, but woba no, ɛhɔ no na asɛm no ɛwɔ no. Wopie no, ɛndeɛ ɛmfa wo ho sɛ ɛkɔ na wokɔ. But sɛ wosan ba ha no a, ɛhɔ no na ɛyɛ a bit difficult. Now, I have gone through my sources. I have checked. Sɛ care workers now able to work in any other company or any other department or any other industry. I have not come across any clear-cut instructions. I see. So obi ewo COS no so as a main applicant, or no, or with any other company. I know they can do 20 hours, but say out of the code now the amount of ABI, depending by as a carer, but as a construction person, there is no such thing as I have seen. I don't say I keep checking. We check in the morning, we check in the afternoon, in the evening, we check before we go to sleep. We check. So as soon as something comes up that is clearly indicative of the fact that we'll be our COS or bet to me or anywhere else, yebema waso ati. But from the sources now, Immigration Act, immigration rules, the guidance notes, and all the other places now. Men who anything clearly I can say, but to me, Ayejuma Ewo, another place. Alex Chum, Porridge K. Chum. Hello, Mr. Chum. Can I call you after the program? I have sent you something on WhatsApp. So, yes, so you can call me after the program. But after this program, I am going to another program, another similar program. I'll be done by 8:15. So, Uber Premier is either after that or please kindly call me tomorrow morning. Then I can respond to your questions. Thank you very much. Mr. Ejapong, Law, I'm more than 20 years here in the UK, but unfortunately, I don't have any documents to prove except my arrival stamp to show what can I do. Thanks. Mr. Ejapong, Bibi say no, we need to do BBI forensics. We have to do serious case analysis. Uba, many of Nancy, maybe say some questions. Uba, you know, who GP, obi GP and obi GP, wako GP, wanko GP, and I will be in one call, and I won't be cry. I need to know who a bank account. I will need be. Well, you said you don't have anything, so clearly you don't have a bank account. Woody, why you Juma from her? Because there's no way you can survive in the UK for 20 years. So one year Juma na when did then of course, why you Juma? Why would ding and I would and say why would ding evidence no one bank state pay slips no one P60 no one letter from employer one we need to ask that question. Say why would ding na would na obifu frauding na would of course documents now. Actually, say one would and pay slips no one bank statements one HMRC records, you bet me visa, employment history, national insurance contribution, you bet me sending now from the HMRC. Even those and you want kasa would na would the case of ZH Bangladesh and the case of Mahmoud HRSA. Sa obi edi obi fufuro ding aye dwuma mpo a employer no wa transfer akire no enye home office no wa transfer akire no enti ade a odi akire se odi aye dwuma with the employer no obetimi di akire se watina from ha example se me say me di DJ nyame krata aye dwuma wo krom ha for 20 years na se me menim meti na wo ID card ne so na so DJ nyame ding na wo so a as long as I menim ewo ID card ne so I just me na me dis ID eye dwuma no. Say DJ Nyami edi ni pay slips 20 years. The DJ MM in the P60s for the 20 years. So, DJ Edgy Employment History. DJ Edgy NI Contributions, Mammy. Now, or just a men na media day I for 20 years, sir. Met me agent so Edianya Masitina. Obi baby sana say the band is DJ on going to trouble and Emrano and Casa DJ be going to trouble. Near here and say me metre say me na me di documents no edi year ejuma. I don't see sir Mr. Japan who are evidence I just what na kuma why ejuma with baby edin ba ko mienu miensa and na enum near my last one I'm here recently no nipa ne di ending and song 7 different names and odi ayejuma and oboa bibiano edibaya edi application amano and yes bra the international we will ask you some questions who are phone is it registered which line is it with is it 3 mobile is it EE you make me show to request for this so there's a lot of work to do make time come around 0208 0165 384 and only office number 0208 0165 384. Sir, unya some information afre from Tuesday, bra, yentinasi, and see how best you bet to me well to get some information for you. Thank you very, very much. Hello, Irene. My passport and Ghana card has been taken by border force due to some misunderstanding, and I'm dependent to skilled worker. Will get my documents back because they said I signed a waiver. Will I get my document back because I signed a waiver? You should get your document back. Your passport, the passport is for the Ghana government. It's not for them. It is your passport issued by your country. Your Ghana card is for you, issued by your country. And until Omono, they don't have the right to hold your documents. What can be done is you can write to them. Omanfa omonsa anka wasitna. Omanka say you are here or you are not in the UK as a dependent. Omanka say asitna na uwano. Omochum and omanka say asitna no you have one papa and person na one ji. So omanka hwe amfa wasitna ne ho a ene ese so uchro wom na omonfa Ghana card and passport ebro. Enye wom dear. They should not keep it. They should not keep it. Hello, Mr. Jimarga. Do dependents, wives of PhD researchers coming to the UK pay visa application fee? Yes, visa application fee you will pay. They have to pay the visa application fee. I think the IHS they also have to pay, but I think it's a little less. I need to check that for you. But you can go online also and check it yourself. Intubate Miracle dependents applicant visa, dependent visa for PhD researchers or researcher. Yes, they have to pay IHS and they have to pay the application fee as well. It might be a little less than everybody else's, but of course, it should be fine. Please, can a listener book a free appointment with you? Appointments when we come on the radio. Say your bus system way well. Excuse me. Say your this medium and we give free information already. We give free information. We give free teaching, free instructions, free directions. And to say a real program here, then what you have to do is set up more information or you want more detailed information as to what to do. And no, dear, just set up an appointment with the office. It can be a telephone conference, telephone consultation. You don't have to travel here, but it becomes official. It is no longer a free consultation. Otherwise, we would, we've given an hour and a half free consultation already. Subsequently, after the program, with me at office now to book the appointment, and then we can have a very, very detailed chat. Thank you very, very much.
Lawyer Wisdom Akao, Wiseman Solicitors. Yeah, that's a pass and when you're what by a show no so. Every Fridays be an or by me by a show no so be my church when you know near the one of baby, my own baby type or thank you. Go or being for why you need what
Yeah,
Why ni nyina enye lawyers ni nyina na umbetimi atena amanfo bi so mo questions no mo answer ebi nka bebre beto to papa so. Awe dey senior lawyer.
Oh, DJ. Just say I don't know. Everything I don't know. So, but you
Hey,
for I've been for more.
lawyer, in paying for crowd me say program we a life. Enye recorded no be na behind the scene na fe na who answer we live. Now amount 40 million questions about we have no more there. Hey, you did for you know the C say you did for, but I say you did for. So I can just say you did form already.
Oh, we want my head to be too big, Rabbi.
Beautiful lawyer. He did form rough. Lawyer wisdom account. Don't joke. Who the see ya obecha? Who the see ya obecha? Oh, try to
DJ.
correct. And yes, oh, trying to buy heart. Lawyer, Charlie, you better say. Also, connect program. You better say. Unyamre. Ode once utie amount for comments near there with me ano ebi obi o here further we obetimi a contact obetimi contact mo office line numbers na show screens no on there na member inbox me say be traffic na man for virtual lawyer contact the numbers you go screens so numbers ni actual wise smart solicitors any go no enti o dey for phone great chat. And anytime video no crying here, anytime I'll show video ni be also. Inti mon save number no na mon reach out. Lawyer, you better say. Inti for the print house no tour. The print house no for tour. And so we say there, mon yan print. Mo dem so letters nkwa na mo print. Inti me hu be at the print house no.
DJ head say. DJ head say. Etienne for it, I'll be asking so. Now, DJ, who share the record of younger application? Yeah, Eddie, amount for year in the money, ever from Hana. DJ, I can confidently say, sir, our success rate is about 99%. Because, sir, what the documents, Nibana se encha, my culture say, me bro, my sister, I dear me di kwa, ebe refuse so, we sika 5,200, ebe shegu, kofa we bra. Utie, now the kofa ba, I can guarantee, almost certainly, sir, with entry grants for husbands and wives and children in the yeah, I think we've been
Minim the ultimate ye. Sentina me no ban. And so far, more minim so ma reach you out. You'll be about in the country. Me say, oh, nyame. Oh, me call wise my solicitors. No, see. I'm about me catch him. So, Charlie, lawyer no a good
and
Just
saying yeah.
a farm no.
Saying, yeah, maybe I can draw. Keep your money and keep my peace of mind. It's as simple as that. A woman came to me yesterday, DJ Okrasika. I was even here 20 years application, man. She has money. She has saved for the 20 years. Meanwhile, when you're 20 years, next year, September, no, we're 20 years. Because as a mama, Miss Rao, go and keep the money somewhere. So I want to make keep here. Fakoma, a trusted person be for you. 20 years Nidua, Sambra. And try, I will let you know. Every far, I will let you know. Sometimes we get busy, so people call a few times before they get us. But Upra office line up, they will book it for you. Nah, it's me. Yeah, we are programming. I've got about 7 missed calls. I can't take those calls whilst I'm still on the program. Sometimes you bear with me whilst when we are running this program. Later, I'll return or please call the office number 0208 0165 384. 0208 0165 384. 0208 0165 384. And mobile number near 079 31 411 042. 079 31 411 042. Address me at Y Smart Solicitors, number 8 to 9, The Print House, 18 to 22, Ashwin Street, Dalston, London, E8 3DL. 8 to 9 The Print House, 18 to 22 Ashwin Street, Dalston, London, E8 3DL. Your Dalston Junction, behind the McDonald's, close to the Dalston Market. And it's all to Dalston Market, no bisa any of the Ghanaian shops, Ajua, Adum, Sister Ajua, Sister Adum, Money Matters, KT Restaurant, any of those places, bisa for Wiseman Solicitors and Lawyer Wisdom, Omar Director, na waba. We are more than happy to assist. A year. Based on our assessment, we will let you know. Any year, you keep your money, we keep our peace of mind. Because we are not here to twist anybody's arms. Say a 50-50, remember say, case here is 50-50. It may succeed, it may not succeed. We make it very clear, very plain before we make a move. And somebody came to me, me turning my computer, and I made in the school. Now wait, and I said, we are on your kind. This is very insightful. It is good I came. And I said, well, that is why we are here to assist as much as possible. DJ, thank you. Maune Jombo, Onolo. Maune Jombo.
Yo, lawyer, Mochum Koba.
It's here for
Lawyer Wisdom, I can't enjoy your weekend. Then I say, Wiseman Solicitors, Mamma share, and then you know, Madam, some joining a live section. Madam, I say, SVTV Africa, the only say, I got you say, Suande, see videos, Nina, man for sure, more story, experience, Utibia, a bebo pa. The Suande, I had the open so near Koswa. For listen, people them a story. Then listen them well. Nobody say you just they listen them well. Madam I say, mama joining me class and then a class into and my mama shout out. My main share list, you know. Michael Hubert. I say DJ, can you connect me to the lady from Birmingham? Now so share interview lady no so on the social media handles and they are connected. Wabubo the social media and I think so Wabubo the social media and Instagram, TikTok near there. So I interview no hotspot no so we rap. My many lawyer and I mean catch a lawyer. Many lady be your interview is fresh with YouTube, fresh nice girl pa no pa.
Hey DJ.
Or Birmingham. Or say our Ghana not your genie numbers or hot in genie numbers left and right. Ni phone book ni na contact na ayama oba UK clean young friend obi a friend on can say hey beautiful lady what's up, can I have your number? Or say the option no depression mechano
Oh dear.
obi a and I say and what about SBTV Africa and yeah true pa. You interview and China, Obi catch him some connecting. By now, the inbox no, I am beautiful young lady on the vibe here, the pa. I want to follow YouTube number, Facebook for a chance and a post you. Until I'm saying I'm also subscribed to the YouTube channel. It will show YouTuber. Feel a bit better about quick now. Aha. It's almost follow YouTube. No master teacher. But I'm born handles. Enti obetimi akofolo no akọ message no or a nice lady the vibe so young lady the vibe so the pa enti lawyer sana yase mo ho no mbema no mo friend man no yase mo ntimi from work lawyer ampa yase mo from work an kra say na Ghana on ma oh excuse me baby I want for him oh chale utwa oh me feel oh chale unantie kwa de kasa boys die what? I'm paying with pounds.
Boys per pounds until and we say DJ on a lighter note. Also, boys no so say now no go 8 hours or go 10 hours now. Or connect again here. Actually, what means there's so many pass. Just
Into who go share my bomb one, you bet you sick on.
And the boy's like, well, let's.
But guys, you say man trouble, man be church trouble near the from graphic number long near dear be one. I say, oh, if be man there, if be boy there, you forgive him. Oh, if you must have a man on bottom. I feel like I go be son of pay what did he, and when you know the day, at the ben I'll say, put that position then. NFE, okay, NFE non fa, non fa, not the answer. So like, yes, remember again, say Charlie, oh no, be munche or fresh. 6 months ni on chair.
Right.
And set like this, no, and young torn see boys, no so many set like this, no. There's no about a Thomas or Sam home pa. But on the end, the addition in torn see into what about SVTV Africa there. I feel the addition in beton so. Pressure be banosono. And then Chabana. Lawyer wisdom,
we wish her well. We wish her well and wish her the right person, the right contact, the right contact. Not a time wasting, life wasting contact, but the right divine right person for her life.
Sir, ono ankasa no. We need there. Remember the umbe but be up to you to open your eyes well, read well, and scan it well. And I like me boy.
When I can.
That's no. Say remember the umbe but be you wait for scan them well.
Sometimes you're ready for home scan with when you're home. Just so MRI.
So I mean, can't say me sure. Lawyer. Some of our guys too problem. Some guy way about me for some time. I mean, because I will the vibe you come near the other customer for feeling now. Girl be girl onye Ghanaian or African be or also UK. No say oh, I saw this guy on Tikasa on TV, but who when also Nyame, can you connect me to this guy? And I'm sir, and I'm so many guy in the casa na many girl in my man. So me more no man. So the panic casa me fan of man more. Me no man we are me are dey my corner. Are they? What again about say? Sorry, your guy is too straight. We see straight say. I'll say. The guy is too straight. The guy didn't say. I'm sending the picture. Sending the pictures not true. So first day, how do you show? But not before why no? We didn't come up and share you. Yeah, but didn't say. I'm sending the pictures. Don't find sure. No, papa. They boost your phone fee. So I'm betting me. Before my approve. So no why not? I'm saying. Me dreams are mentias. Say. No what's your about no ban crowd share the craft physical. Anya dia way. Who on send no pictures na from my papa no man. No so papa no man be approve. Hey lawyer. This vibe there, I don't understand the vibe.
On your tuition, I saw contact in the money tuition. I need to go.
But some of this thing, you see, we the time we go school. I don't know say that day now. The time we go school, we boys live close. They go call girl give you right now. If you don't know where your mom died, you spoil the matter. You wanna that time, those times na make 90s no more baby. Hey, before you see no Charlie, oh beautiful lady, my brother, my colleague want to talk to you near now. It's your honor you be well say one born man one but you want to papa so the way they go laugh you for school.
Oh, next week maybe so lines that with the DJ have a good one.
What's my lines?
Maybe so lines no. Now my boys no not almost
now they call them tone. You forget tone, you forget vibe. You see boy forget vibe.
DJ, have a good weekend.
Yeah, some Anyway, lawyer, me that say so we pass it through SBTV Africa. So guys, me the man say mobile show so my shout out. So Mike, or video ni lady ni board contact anyway. The social media and the submit my message. Canada must obey. Thank you so much for passing through. Ruth Owusu, DJ Nyami. Where is Aisha from Germany? Yes, I'll bring Aisha again soon. Enche, mesane naba. Na obey busy bigger cranty. You have delay with Germany. Some catch on say, Enche me the US ba. Following on YouTube. US immigration lawyer pa. It says na minute lawyer wisdom akaoye no. No be on the pap. Serious if you want enter US, you dey US kata semni there. So if you follow us, when follow us, we may say a lot. Or the fella will be rebremo. So Ruth Owusu me that say Abet Owusu think me that say Nicholas Obing, thank you so much for joining us today. Augustine me that say pa so pass it through and Charles Jima, thank you so much. Irene Aka, thank you so much. William Opoku, Japan, medase. Alex Ofori Kechu, medase. Mami, medase pa. Mami, try to Mami SVTV Africa fan. Pa me who comments. Why are there? Pa big ups to you. I link you up. So what me number? I say hi. Why? Why are there? Pa na me share comment section near there. Me who say share videos, almost a video sitting na. Obe updated rough. The way you watch my videos, you go notice, Papa. Mami that say. Nana Kofi, thank you so much for joining us today, Rebecca. Is it Ascot? Thank you so much. Joanna Osafo, thank you so much. Richard Sego, thank you so much. Emmanuel, is it Anzin? Anzin, thank you so much. Mamboni Afacheme. Saki Photography, thank you so much. Salo Mekwe, thank you so much. And also SBTV Africa fan. UK for me. Ciao, Salo. All Media TV, thank you for joining us. Jata, thank you so much. Joe Caesar, thank you so much. Guys, Charlie, madam, some share SBTV Africa. So, yeah, the videos are about your YouTube channel. Fresh, hot vibes. Into Monshebi. The videos never best to say I'm not share. And I mean the caption echi. Uta the caption echi. Fela bi will be a unya. So na the videos never no share beboa. Enti ebu won sa no omo nim omo share Facebook, omo short video na. Yeah, the link is so to hold. People omo pay attention. Your videos bia that short video bia on a page of Facebook. There is a full video link that's so. Tiana Monking kind. Most I just say to watch full and I say watch full video and full story link. See, best and I say also subscribe to your YouTube channel. Be trying to direct. Be your notification or and I say why I updated. So me drop it fella bia now assume tree. Nice one. Madam production team as DJ Click Sharon Natina. Into motion video no I me drop it. Yeah, drop it another video. BCC many movie. Into Charlie guys. All the best, Madam Ase. To Macram.
Make we chop small. Delight Cocoa.
Delight Cocoa, the authentic, original taste of African porridge. Available in all African and Caribbean shops. Delight Cocoa. Ah, Ede.